streaming at WNHU.org, WNHU.org. The TuneIn app, TuneIn.com app for your mobile device, and with Connecticut Rocks. You could go to concertwindow.com. Click on the link for CT Rocks, and you can see what's happening here in the studio. I'm waving right now, yes. We're going to have a lot of fun on this edition. Sam Carlson from Ports of Spain is scheduled to call in soon. Robert C. Fullerton is setting up right here in the studio. Steph Serenita is in our lounge downstairs, along with the guys from the Hooch. I can hear them cheering from this downstairs right now. But I'm going to start the show off with a couple of songs. Definitely going to get to the new one from the Alternate Roots. Those guys have a really poignant song called Somewhere in America. I'm going to get to that in a moment. But I'm going to open with a track from Julia Russo, who's worked with Carrie Johnson, her vocal teacher, on this great collection called Hearts in the Water. I listened to all 7 tracks a couple of times, and there's a few tracks I'd like to play in the air, but I'm going to play this one today, the opening track called Hearts in the Water. This is Julia Russo right here on Connecticut Rocks. Stay tuned. We'll have a lot of fun in the next 2 hours of Connecticut independent original music from the past, the present, and the future right here on WNHU, broadcasting from the campus of the University of New Haven.
You mope around. Time was against us, but time is in the past. And all we gotta lose are the things we don't have. And all I wanna do is throw our hearts in the water. Our hearts in the water. Our hearts in the water. And this little thing called love, yeah, I think that I caught her. I think that I caught her. I think that I caught her. All I wanna be is by your side as we conquer the tides, and together we ride with our hearts in the water, our hearts in the water. I said I knew we were dreamers, not swimmers too, but I guess we could be anything in this ocean blue. So he tossed his body into the deep. I yelled, you shouldn't have jumped yet. Said he was tired of being asleep. And all I want to do is throw our hearts in the water. Our hearts in the water. Our hearts in the water. And this little thing called love, yeah, I think that I caught her. I think that I caught her. I think that I caught her. All I want to be is by your side as we conquer the tides, and together we ride with our hearts in the water, our hearts in the water. Into the
The last thing that my father saw when he was still alive was a gun in the hands of a sick young man with bright blue eyes. A man who looked just like me, as far as anyone else could see. A stranger, not an enemy, and my mother watched it all. That was the last thing that she saw. And somewhere in America, a phone is about to ring, and nothing can prepare you for the news it's gonna bring. And nothing ever changes, just the names in the faces. Somewhere in America, a phone is about to ring. An unlucky break, wrong time, wrong place. I've heard them all so many times. If your dad had a gun of his own, maybe they'd still be alive. But I still can't believe the resistance, the denial, and the insistence. When something's broken that clearly needs fixing, you can fight to change, or you can fight to stay the same. Somewhere in America, the news is about to break, and nothing can prepare you for the toll it's gonna take. And nothing changes, just the dates and the locations. Somewhere in America, the news is about to break. And how long is too long before the words you can't say just speak for you? The years have been kind, Mom. I got a son now of my own. When I think of what I'll tell them happened to you, I still don't know that the world's a much safer place. That kind of danger you won't ever have to face. And I pray he lives to see that day. No idea what I'm gonna say. Somewhere in America,
There you go. That's the newest from Alternate Roots. Those guys are amazing. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Yeah, if you go to YouTube and you type in Alternate Roots somewhere, you're going to find it. And those guys, let me just check for a second. It's a pleasure to play those guys, Alternate Roots, here on Connecticut Rocks. Before you heard Alternate Roots, you heard from Julia Russo, the title track of her new 7-track collection called Hearts in the Water, and you heard the title track. Again, Alternate Roots, Tim Warren and Eric Donnelly. And on stage they perform with a lot of different people. You can also find out more information about them at thealternateroots.com. And, of course, for Julia Russo, it's juliarussomusic.com. All right, let's see if we can bring this gentleman up here on the microphone. In the studio, it's Robert C. Fullerton.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, how are you doing, sir?
Not bad at all. It's beautiful. I'm sitting here looking out the window, and it's such very peaceful, beautiful shot.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that little live promo you did today.
Oh, you're welcome. You know, I recently reset my phone, my Facebook app, so I got that Go Live feature, and yeah, I've been having fun with it. Before I put it to good use, I went through the car wash the other day and videoed it, and people. It's surprising what people will watch.
You shot a video of yourself?
I had it mounted on my windshield where I have it for my GPS, and I just said, "Yo, hey, how bored are you guys?" And I drove through the car wash.
That sounds like a viral video to me.
Yeah, I know. I had at least 20 people watching it, and several later. So yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, you're here with the official release here in my hand. I know you gave me an advance copy, and I played a couple of tracks previously of Let It Rain.
Yeah.
This has got that kind of a car wash image on the front.
Well,
actually.
you know, that was actually taken with my phone on my camera through the windshield, sitting in a parking lot one night when it was raining. Just enough light, and yeah, I figured it captured the concept, you know.
All right. Well, I'll say to you, which track would you like to start out with from your recorded collection that you're not going to play here in the studio?
Okay. Well, the ones that have the best impact would be the title cut one, "Let It Rain." Just, you know, it's got all the people singing back up. It's got Isaac Young playing the B3. Who else was in there? George Mastrigianis, who was once with the Cobalt Rhythm Kings, now with G Tree. Yeah, and so, yeah, other people, a bunch of people singing in the background.
All right, well, let's get right into it. Here's the title track from Robert C. Fullerton's collection, Let It Rain, right here on Connecticut Rocks on WNHU.
Sun through clouds as the raindrops fall. They don't seem to be bothered at all. They just keep falling. That's the only thing they know how to do. Yeah, they keep on falling. This one thing I know for sure to be true. The levee's holding, but the water's still rise. They keep coming, though the sun's in the skies. They just keep falling. It's the only thing they know how to do. Yeah, they keep on falling. Fall on me all because of you. Let it rain, the darkened skies don't bother me. That's how I come to expect it to be. But when it rains through sunny skies, I just can't see it for the tears in my eyes. You see me smiling though you know I'm in pain. You say there's sun, but I'm knee-deep in rain. It just keeps falling. It's the only thing it knows how to do. Yeah, it keeps on falling. better if I manage to hide, but it keeps on falling. It's the only thing it knows how to do. Yeah, it keeps on falling. Falls on me, I hope it falls on you too. The rain, the darkened skies don't bother me. It's how I've come to expect it to be. But when it rains through sunny skies, I just can't see it for the tears in my eyes. The raindrops all around, falling to the ground, blocking out sound of my teardrops falling down. Sun is shining somewhere over there, but it keeps raining like it don't even care. It just keeps falling. Well, that's the only thing it knows how to do. Yeah, it keeps on falling. Falls on me all because of you. So let it rain, the darkened skies don't bother me. That's how I've come to expect it to be. When it rains through sunny skies, I just can't see it for the tears in my eyes. Let it rain, the darkened skies don't bother me. How I've come to expect it to be. When it rains through sunny skies, I just can't see it for the tears in my eyes. Let it rain. Let it rain.
That's Robert C. Fullerton from his collection, Let It Rain. That's the title track.
Yeah.
Yes. And Robert C. Fullerton is here in the studio here on Connecticut Rocks and WNHU. And Robert, you're based in what, northwestern Connecticut?
Yep. Torrington.
Torrington.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the location where the guys from what, Hub? What's it called?
Yeah. J. Roberts Performance Hub.
Performance Hub.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, that's an
Yeah.
amazing space. He does a lot of events there.
Yep. He's had some nice people up there. A lot of people from down this way. Probably a lot of the same people that have played your show.
Yeah, well, Brian Dolzani is up there.
Right.
Immediately, in short time. I think he
Yep.
might even be there tonight.
Yeah, I'm not sure when it is. I know
Yeah.
he is coming there soon, but yeah.
Yeah. And you've played there.
I've played there.
Bella
Jay
the-
Cherry has
Jay-
played there.
Oh, Jay Cherry.
Bella
yeah.
the Fall, yeah.
Jay Cherry, who hosts that great show on WESU.
Right.
And she's
absolutely.
also the one behind the
Middletown Music Festival. I'll be there this year again. I was last year. I'll be there again.
Yeah, that's coming up when? In July
It's
or
the
August?
first weekend of August.
First weekend of August.
So 5, 6, 7, I think it is, something like that.
The 3 days this year?
Yeah, she's adding in Friday evening.
Oh, wow.
So she's got that many people wanting to be a part of it.
Gee, maybe I should buy some camping set so I can stay in Middletown for 3 days.
Yeah.
Well, I'll lean on Mike Arafay. Maybe I can sleep on his couch in his studio.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this is the 5th year, I think it is. For
Yeah?
Middletown. Yeah.
Jay Cherry presents.
Yeah.
It's a great show. She does, what's it, Tuesday nights on WNHU?
Voice of the City, yep.
Voice
yep.
of the City, yeah, okay. So, yeah, you're from Torrington.
Yep.
And I'm going to say your website numerous times, rcfullerton.com.
Yes.
And are you currently or are you formerly a teacher in a high school up there?
I taught music in a private school for a long time,
Okay.
but for the last 8 years, I do work in a public school as a para. I work with children with learning disabilities.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It pays the bills and keeps my mind stimulated. And
Yeah, I know I've had singer-songwriters in here that are music therapists.
Mhm.
And, of
Krista.
course,
Yeah,
Krista. And then Laura Herskovich was here last week.
okay.
And she actually she works in social worker.
Right.
So anyway, no, it's interesting backgrounds on different people and where they come from.
Well, yeah, it is, and it's. I love doing it. I did a gig recently, a 3-songwriter gig, just this last Saturday night with Gracie Day, whom you've had, and
Yes.
a guy named Don Lowe, who's out of Sherman, Danbury area.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I love seeing how different, we're similar, but we're so different, and everybody approaches the song material differently, not just the musical style, but, it's what your life experience brings and, makes you want to write about and how you write about.
Yeah.
So.
That's why the Ed McMahon song is all about the time you won the billions, right?
Yeah.
And he
I
came
spin it all the next day.
Yeah, he came to your door, right? Okay. All right. So often I ask musicians who come in here to talk about their guitar. So can you tell people a little about your guitar? This
guitar I've had, I want to say, only about 4 or 5 years. It's a Fender CE300, I believe is the model name. It's their T-Bucket series. Not an overly expensive guitar, but I always get so many comments on the looks because it's got this beautiful, tiger maple finish.
Yes.
And pumpkin orange, would you say? Something like that?
Yeah.
But it's, I've used it.
Depends on the lighting, I guess.
Right. I've used it in the studio. I've used it live. I've used it mic'd. I've used it plugged in, and it's always been so dependable, easy to play. People love it. I was at the Town Crier in Beacon a few weeks ago, and everyone was playing all their Taylors and their Martins and this, and one of the guys came up to me afterwards who'd been playing a very expensive guitar, and he said, What is that you're playing? He said, that sounded better than any guitar all night. So, hey,
Okay. Well, Robert, we're going to have you play at least a couple songs through the show here. But right now, take over. And which song are you going to do?
I'm going to do Back Again, which is the opening cut on the Let It Rain album.
All right. Before you play, you can take that extra mic and spin it over, and we can put that on your guitar.
Okay. Yeah. Back Again was actually originally going to be the title cut of the album.
Yeah, you were telling me that.
I think last time. Yeah. And it's often my opening song when I do a gig, and so that's why I thought, but just as begin doing...
Because this is your 10th album after being away for 2 years, correct?
Something
like that. No, this is actually your...
This is the second in the last couple of years, my second solo album.
Yes.
But yeah, this is, it's kind of cryptic lyrics, and as soon as somebody figures out what it's about, they can please tell me. But this is Back Again. Yeah.
All right. Robert C. Fullerton here on Connecticut Rocks on WNHU.
It's unending. I think that changes must be pending, even though they are appending the bedrock of my life. It's unending. These mixed up signals you keep sending, their frequencies are ending and driving in the knife. Keep seeing places I know I've been before, 'cause it's just a loop that runs right through my door and brings me back again. Said it brings me back again. I tried turning pages, but the stream of nonsense is still rages. Seems I'm locked in my own cages, even though I hold the key. Keep seeing places I know I've been before. It's just a loop that runs right through my door and brings me back again. Said it brings me back again. No matter how things change, they still remain the same. Feel like a pawn caught up in a madman's game that brings me back again. Said it brings me back again. Yeah, it brings me back again. Oh, it brings me back again.
Wow. That's the opening track on your
Yeah.
album, Back Again, and that's live right here in the studio. That's Robert C. Fullerton. Wow. It
Thank
sounded
you.
wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah, if anyone would like to call in, the studio line here is 203-934-9648, otherwise known as 203-934-WNHU.
Oh.
And you could call in and ask a question of Robert C. Fullerton, or call in, comment on Connecticut Rocks, or call in and talk to our other guests that'll be on the show. So let's see. Out of Torrington, you have to drive a bit to go to most of the gigs in Connecticut, I guess, right?
I don't mind.
You don't mind?
To me, if it's, I don't, an hour and a half is not a problem at all,
Yes.
And for a while, I had a lot of gigs that were in there, like between there and Hartford area and the Farmington Valley-ish. But lately, I've been trying to get out of that a lot more, down this way, out towards the Hudson Valley. I'd like to move that way. So, yeah.
Yeah, across the New York border.
You
That's
got to
pretty
drive.
cool.
You got to drive.
Of
Yeah.
course you got to drive, yes. Where did you record this album, Robert?
These same place as my first one. It was called Legend Studio in Avon, Connecticut. Engineer and owner David Swanson, who actually was a student of mine, several years back when I was teaching in the private school, and an excellent musician himself. And so it was kind of neat to reconnect with him and use him for these projects.
Yeah. Well, I saw you recently at was it Tavern 489 in Stanford?
Yeah.
And your skill on the guitar has improved tremendously since the beginning I first saw you. And as it says on your website, self-taught. I mean, you pretty much have taught yourself how to play guitar, or have you taken some lessons?
I started when I was 12 years old.
Yes.
My parents bought me a $16 guitar from G.C. Murphy Company.
Okay.
It was a Diasonic or something like
Yeah.
that. Had a neck like a baseball bat. And got a couple books and, just started teaching myself, learning the notes, learned how to tune it, learned some chords. And for a long time I did a lot of, just the standard,
Strumming away,
playing a lot of Creedence and Beatles and stuff like that. And but my style in the last several years has changed, some out of necessity. I actually injured a couple fingers on my right hand, and plus playing solo. Well, most of my gigs are solo. I wanted something that wasn't just strumming. So you get the percussion in, and you get the independent movement. It's just a little variety of sound, and it's something that not everybody does. So
Yeah, and you lengthen songs too. I mean, you play a little bit more of an instrumental segments here and there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's when I do covers, I do my own spin on things. I do Beatles, Eleanor Rigby, but I start off with an instrumental introduction by playing what's his name's Pink Panther, and morph them together.
Okay.
So yeah, you get that little bit of instrumental stuff, and yeah. Yeah, I don't know how it hit me, but the chord changes are mostly the same.
Yeah.
That and Eleanor Rigby. So yeah.
Well, segueing from that point conversation to your song Ed McMahon. I got to play Ed McMahon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is sort of a blueprint on how to win $1 million, right?
I've had a couple people say something to me about that, not the sound of the song, but the spirit of the song reminds them of Janis Joplin's Mercedes-Benz.
Ah, yes.
You know, that I need some money, and the line in this, need some money badly, could you get it here by 4? But yeah, anybody who's old enough would remember, I think with the 80s and the 90s, the series of commercials where Ed McMahon did the sweepstakes.
Yes,
you
he'd
know.
come to your door with a big check.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he still hasn't done it.
And he was very popular because he was
Johnny's sidekick.
Johnny's sidekick on The Tonight Show. So, all
Yeah.
right. Well, this song, though, you've had this in in your collection for a while.
I
and
released
now
it as a single
Yeah.
before the album came out. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And this, again, it's me on guitar and bass, George Masterjonis on drums, and Atticus Kelly from McLovin's on keys.
Yeah, they still making music these days?
I believe so. I saw them listed somewhere. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're still out there.
Yeah, they come in and out of existence because all of the guys are involved
They
with so many
switched a
things.
couple members, yeah.
Okay.
He also plays with Kate Callahan
Oh, my.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Our current state troubadour.
Right. Well, I'll just say I'm throwing out the idea, and I'll mention it here on the air, about bringing as many state troubadours that are available together in one room.
Yeah,
at
I
some
saw your
point.
post about that. That'd be a cool idea.
Yeah, well, Laura Hertzkovich mentioned today to me to try and connect with CT Folk to do it, and that's probably the best way to get it happening. May not happen till, who knows, September, October, November, something like that, but want to take some time and get the as many as possible in the same room.
I know I've met a couple. I've met Laura. I've met Kristen Graves, and of course I know Kate too. So,
and Chucky Costa I know from his project is called the C2C. And funny, I know Hugh Blumenfeld from working back in Willimantic. Right. Yeah, he's a teacher at Eastern Connecticut State University.
Right.
So, yeah, a lot of them are tied together. And then was it Bill Pear is also one from way back, and he's a vocal teacher, I guess, too. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here's another one from Robert T. Fullerton's album, Let It Rain. This one's called Ed McMahon. And again, the lines are open at 203-934-9648. Great to have you here, Robert.
Good to be here.
Man, won't you please knock on my door? Need some money badly, could you get it here by 4? My bank account is overdrawn, my bills are overdue. So, Mr. Ed McMahon, I really want you to come through for me. Showed up on my lawn, they said it's time to pay. But I used up my last card to pay the others yesterday. I told them they could take my card, they laughed, said that won't do. So hurry, Ed McMahon, I really hope you will come through for me. I buy me several tickets, I buy them every day. $5. I'll go and buy 5 more. Well, I'm waiting for your envelope to show up at my door. So tell me, Ed McMahon, why you not knocked on my door? Why I don't see you and Johnny on the TV anymore? But I still sit here waiting, guess I still believe in you. So hurry, Ed McMahon, I really need you to come through for me.
All right. Yeah, that's another one from Robert C. Fullerton. Ed McMahon. Yeah. That's a new version of it. I mean, you put it out at some point talking about the sweepstakes, right?
Right. And, well, that's right. If I release something as a single, I like to do it old school.
Yes.
Like the title cut I released ahead of time, but it didn't have the guitar solo. It didn't have all the backup
okay.
singers.
That's where I heard it.
And
yeah.
it was shorter, so,
Yeah.
I like, give people 2 different looks at it.
All right. Okay. Yeah, well, Ed McMahon changed his look for a while, I guess, too. So, a song about him should be about the same thing. So, so we're going back and forth, and you're going to do another live one here in the studio?
Yeah, sure.
All right, which one are you going to do this time, Robert?
Oh, let's see. How about Anastasia's Lament? It's,
yeah.
it's a song that, I don't know if I did this one before, but I kind of wrote it as an experiment. I just went on Facebook, good old Facebook, and said, I want 10 words. Asked people to send them to me privately so no one was influenced by anyone else's word. And I said I'd try to put together a song from it. And I figured it'd be some, like silly little, thing. And then when I started looking at the words that were coming across, it's like, whoa. But yeah, this is the result of that experiment. It's called Anastasia's Lament.
All right. This is Robert C. Fullerton here on Connecticut Rocks, WNHU.
The incandescence of her heart was waning. The light she hoped would always burn so bright. Damage had been done. The drama lingered on, her hope took flight. Her love she planted like a seed down in the soil, with constant care, giving nurture night and day. Song lingered on, let me go back to that one again. That's live radio, right? Her love she planted like a seed down in the soil, the constant care, giving nurture night and day. The song tumbled down, the song no longer made a sound, fade into gray. Pinnacle of pandemonium, the precipice on which she stood. Hoping the moon said would send the sunshine over the emerald ocean, bringing love back from the scattered ashes. Hoping mortality gives way, settle for no less, this pain she would redress come light of day.
pinnacle of pandemonium, the precipice on which she stood. Hoping the moon set would send the sunshine over the emerald ocean, bringing love back from the scattered ashes. Bring love from the scattered ashes. Oh, bring love from the scattered ashes.
It's the last note, just wandering off into the sunset.
Yep.
Anastasia's Lament.
Yeah.
Okay. There is a song that you always lead in with a great story about meeting a woman at dinner, I guess it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one is that?
That's from the older CD.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah, that's the Relentlessly Persistent, I think.
Yes,
Yep,
Relentlessly
yep,
Persistent.
yep.
Okay. Maybe we'll go out with that one.
Yeah.
Another song from the new album, Let It Rain, perhaps. She Takes Her Picture at Night is another one.
Yeah.
Oh, that one actually features Gracie Day.
Yeah, she sings the backup with me. Yeah.
Yeah, this one kind of like, I look at it as almost the double A side with Relentlessly Persistent.
Okay. Yeah. Well, this is one of those things where it's like, as I said to people, I never knew whether it was a relationship, a friendship, a battleship, a sunken ship, that ambiguity,
All right, here's another one from Robert C. Fullerton. She Takes Her Picture at Night from his great album, Let It Rain, and this song also features Gracie Day on this track. So enjoy. Another one from Robert C. Fullerton here on Connecticut Rocks on WNHU.
She takes her picture at night and she sends it to me, but she takes it with no light, not even low light, so I can't see. She speaks in tones soft and low when I call her each day, and although she speaks slow, she uses words I don't know, so I'll have nothing to say. Takes her picture at night and she sends it to me, but she takes it with no light, not even low light, so I can't see. She takes it with no light, not even low light, so I can't see. Oh yeah.
Robert C. Fullerton right here on Connecticut Rocks. She takes her picture at night. Yes, we're trying to take pictures at the daytime here, and it's not working out.
Yeah.
Sunlight through the window.
That could be another song.
Yeah.
I'll have to think about that one.
Mr. Quirk is over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's documenting the soon-to-be-released documentary about RCF, the king of pop.
No, I don't know if I want to be associated with that in the news lately.
Well, let's see.
Yeah,
We'll call you. Let's see. RCF, the yes, academic folk. We'll call it.
That's an interesting title. It's that's the one thing. Is like I always have difficulty because people, which is good and bad, but people wanting to call it a certain style is because I don't know. I'm not folk. I'm not R&B. I don't know.
Well, especially with the instrumental sections that you're breaking out to, that's definitely not strictly a folk world. But
no, and that's I did jazz for a while, which I think that comes out in here and there. But I also did I did do the folk. I did the blues. I did all that stuff. And,
well, doing those different type of genres helps with the connections for bringing people in to play with you on a song.
Oh, absolutely.
Isaac Young, especially, yes.
Yeah. Well, absolutely, and that's I like a lot of the people. I've met some really neat people in the Connecticut scene and been networking for about the last 5 or 6 years. And it's neat to just hang out, listen to other people play. But then it's like, hey, I'm working on a project. You'd be perfect for such and such a song.
Correct.
With the one that's on there, Phoebe, Angela Luna. There was a really neat story about that one. That I didn't know. The song was inspired by a bird. Phoebe is a bird. And I come to find out after I asked her when she comes in the studio that she's a bird rehabilitator, And so, there's some neat little connections like that.
Well, let's play that song since you mentioned it.
Yeah.
Phoebe, the 6th track on this great collection of 9 tracks, Let It Rain from Robert C. Fullerton. Here it is, called Phoebe, right here on Connecticut Rocks. Right?
Yep.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Every day he calls her name. Every morning it's the same. But Phoebe never answers. He keeps calling still. Phoebe never answers, and I doubt she ever will. Perhaps they once were star-crossed lovers, ill-fated from the start. Then one day, an arrow took a life. That same arrow pierced his heart. And now he grieves, so he calls her name.
back, so he calls her name. Every morning is the same. But Phoebe never answers. He keeps calling still. Phoebe never answers. And I doubt she ever will. Perhaps she came from his childhood. He saw her at the high school dance. Now he sits, thinks what might have been if he'd only taken the chance. But he just dreams and calls her name. Every morning is the same. But Phoebe never answers. He keeps calling still. Phoebe never answers. And I doubt she ever will. Said Phoebe never answers. He keeps calling still. No, Phoebe never answers. And I doubt she ever will. You and I know she never will.
All right, so that's another one from Robert C. Fullerton's album Let It Rain here on Connecticut Rocks. That's called Phoebe. Rather lengthy track, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you have a couple of tracks in there, 5 minutes, 6 minutes.
I'm old school, you know?
Yes.
What can I
You're-
say?
okay.
Yeah, you got to get the thought out.
rcfullerton.com
Mm-hmm.
is the website. Robert C. Fullerton, thank you for being here.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for having me.
It's been an amazing time. I think the last time you came on, you were pushing the
Never Too Late, my
Never Too Late.
2013 release.
Then we
yeah.
leaked that Ed McMahon single
Right,
at some point.
right.
Yeah. So tell me about where you're going to be appearing in the next 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 months, whatever.
Let's see. Tomorrow night I am at Powder Ridge in Middlefield, Connecticut. I have to see if I can pull up my calendar quickly.
Yes, I
should
have it
this
here.
memorized.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
Barnes Nature Center, right?
Right, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's a kind of a new venue. It's in Bristol, and they're trying to do like a coffee house type of setting.
Well, that's different, actually. What am I looking at? We're still in June.
Yeah. Well,
Is your website updated? Because
it might not be the most updated. I'd need to.
well, I'm
do
looking at
that.
some dates in July, so I don't.
Right. I'm trying to also look at this without my glasses. Yeah, the 7th of July,
7th
which is a
of-
Thursday.
Yeah, you have
That's
O'Connor's before that,
Barnes.
and the 1st.
That one's been nixed. That one
Oh,
I'm
it
going
has?
to take down. Yeah.
Okay.
Backstage Pizza Cafe in West Hartford Center for anyone that's up that way. That's
Okay.
a great venue.
Yeah.
On the 8th,
West Hartford, yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. You remember I used to go to West Hartford, and West Hartford used to close at 6 o'clock.
It's a cool, it's always been a cool little center there.
Yes,
but
it
yeah.
is. Yes.
But
No,
this
back in the 70s, early 80s, they used to have a blue law, and all the shops used to close at 6 o'clock.
Right. Yeah. No, that's the one in Bristol, which if anybody is out that way, that's a gig with Gracie Day again. We're splitting the bill. The 9th at Backstage Pizza Cafe, which is outdoor, open, as long as the weather's good. And then the next night, I am out in New Milford at Bear Claw Music for a songwriter's gig. I think there are about 4 of us doing music out that way.
All right. Well, there's a few tracks left, I guess.
Yeah.
Shoestring, go out with that one, maybe?
Sure.
All right.
Another one with Isaac Young on the keys and a couple other friends doing the backup and vocals.
All right. So, Robert, it's been great to have you here, and we have some other guests coming on the show. Sam Carlson trying to work out getting him on the phone from Ports of Spain. Steph is downstairs. Serenita.
Yeah.
Yes, Serenita is here.
Like that.
And the Hooch, 2 guys from the Hooch are here, too.
Yeah.
So stick around. This is Connecticut Rocks on WNHU. My name's Bobby D, Bob D. April. And thank you, everyone, for listening. Thanks for everyone who's checked in on concertwindow.com. We're up to 7 viewers now. Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It's growing.
Actually. Yeah,
it's growing.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me and for spinning the tunes.
Yes,
I appreciate
Robert.
it. Yeah.
Yes, your music is always wonderful to spin.
Thank you.
Here we go. Here's another one from Robert C. Fullerton's collection, Let It Rain. And this one's called Shoestring. Yeah, my shoes are nice. Yeah, my shoes are tied. Okay. Thanks, Robert.
You're welcome. Thank you.
rcfullerton.com is the place. And you can catch him, I'm sure, on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram.
I'm on all of them.
Oh,
Yep.
Here's one, Shoestring. And we'll be back here on Connecticut Rocks on WNHU 88.7 FM, West Haven, Connecticut, USA. Music from the University of New Haven.
$4 in my pocket, and I'm wondering how far it will take me from this place if I hop inside my car. I keep pulling up my bootstraps to somehow hide living on a shoestring. About to come on time. Suppose my mirror is enchanted, and all the things I see aren't even close. wish they'd be. I keep pulling on my bootstraps. This somehow hide, living on a shoestring. About to come untied. Maybe if I buckle down and knuckle down, I can move into a sweeter part of town. Lay down my plans and schemes, give up my dreams. Maybe I could get ahead. Well, I'm down to just 2 quarters, 3 nickels and a dime. If a genie ever came my way, my luck he'd charge before his time. I keep pulling on my bootstraps to somehow hide, living on a shoestring. That's about to come on. Pulling on my bootstraps. They somehow hide. Living on a shoestring. It just came on tight.
Yeah, that's Robert C. Fullerton right here on Connecticut Rocks. And for the transition, we're going to go with the guys from Ninth Wave. They have this brand new collection called Surfin' with Poseidon. And this is the title track right here on Connecticut Rocks. There you go. Brand new one from Ninth Wave. Surfing with Poseidon. Okay, let's see if I could get something else going on here. And oh, what do we got? Oh, yes. These guys go back a few years. Saint Bernadette from their Word to the Lord's collection. One of the songs I've always liked for a long time. He's a Collector from Saint Bernadette, right here on Connecticut Rocks. Here it is. Yeah, she's a collector. That's Saint Bernadette. Meredith DeMena on vocals. Loads of guys behind her in Saint Bernadette. Oh my gosh, how many people behind there? Oh my. Keith Saunders, Brian Anderson. Oh, so many people in here. Even Timmy Walsh is on this collection. All sorts of people. Okay. So that's enough for that. All right. And before that, you heard Surfing with Poseidon, the title track from the newest collection from Ninth Wave. In fact, why don't you bring that mic over just so everybody can talk? All right. Steph Serenita is here.
Hello.
Hey.
How's everybody doing?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited to be here.
You are?
I am.
You look excited to be here.
Did you? How could you guess? I don't know.
Yeah, I see a woman named Maureen has checked in.
That's my mom.
That's your mom. Okay.
Hi, Mom.
Yes. Connecticut Rocks here at WNHU Studios in West Haven, Connecticut, on the campus of the University of New Haven. Along with Steph Serenita in the studio, to her left, two guys from the Hooch.
Yes. How's it going, guys?
Right. The Hooch is how many guys total?
Just us, the two of us.
Just the two of you. So the entire band, the Hooch, is here.
That's it.
What you
Oh,
see is
wow.
what you
What they see is what they get. Now, Steph, you're from North Haven presently, right?
Yes,
you reside in North
currently in
Haven.
North
and,
Haven.
and you guys, the Hooch, are from where?
I live in Bridgeport right now.
Oh, you're living in Bridgeport.
I'm from wherever you want me to play.
Yeah. Okay. I like that shirt, the Voodoo Fix.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I know those guys. They're out in what, L.A. these days?
Yeah, Southern California.
They just played in
Cafe
New
Nine.
Haven.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
the other night with Chaser 8 and
Yeah.
a bunch of other bands. Yeah.
Good guys.
Someday I'm gonna split myself up. Anybody out there want to pull my arms and clone me into 4 different versions so I could be in 4 places at the same time? One of them in bed all the time. You know?
There we go.
Okay. So we're gonna get to the guys from the Hooch. Steph, you have your guitar.
I do. I
and
have
you
my
wanna
beauty.
play. So we're gonna move that mic over for her guitar.
All right.
As I did with Robert C. Fullerton, I always ask people when they bring in their guitar to talk a little bit about their guitar. Maybe describe its...
This beauty right here.
Yeah, it's a beautiful guitar.
I mean, she is amazing. She doesn't have a name yet, but I like her a lot. I actually got her, a year and a half ago, because I didn't have an acoustic electric to play my first gig, and I didn't want to play with a mic. So my parents were very generous and had a delayed birthday present, and so this is her. It's a Fender. She's got a beautiful sunburst effect. She really needs a name, but one day. I know. You have to wait until the moment's right for that name.
Okay.
This is mine. Yeah.
Now, you had mentioned, other than some YouTube videos, you don't have any, you haven't been in a studio yet to record your music.
No, I'm currently starting that whole process of laying down all my original music and getting it recorded, and I'm not the best at social media when it comes to my musical or any type of social media. So I have to really get up on it, create a website, and all that fun stuff.
Well, how long have you been generating original music?
I mean, unofficially since I was 16, but more officially where I'm actually playing it out, probably the past year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I stopped. I started guitar when I was 13. I stopped from when I was 18 until I was about 27. So I just picked it up like 2 years ago again and been playing out for a year and a half now.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you just recorded an appearance on LBT TV with Sean
did.
Morse, right?
Yes.
That's going to air soon, I hope, right?
That's going to be on July 4th, 10 p.m.
Yeah.
If you have Comcast and you're in the Valley, it's Channel 10. If you have Frontier, you can see it anywhere.
Yeah.
And there will also be like a YouTube link up and an event
after
page.
it airs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean does a great series with LBT TV, local band
Touring.
Local band touring, yeah. When he was here, I thought it was local band television, but, it's local band touring TV, so it would be redundant. But anyway. Steph, you were going to do a couple of songs you like to do?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you do one, and we'll talk a
Okay.
little bit more. You could tell everyone, maybe your favorite pasta or something like that.
Some interesting fact about me.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I was going to say shoe size, but that doesn't work visually. So.
No. We don't need to look at my feet anyway. That's fine.
Yes,
Not that they're not nice, but just saying,
Okay.
other things.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to switch these mics. Maybe. Is that okay for
Yes,
guitar?
you can switch them. No, you can switch them if you like.
All right, I was going to do a little bit of that.
Yep. And then bring that one up for your vocals.
And a little bit of that.
I'll bring that closer to you. Or
No,
can you
maybe
slide?
I have to move.
Yeah,
we
you go.
figured
You're
it
gonna
out.
You're gonna,
Perfect.
You're going to look better on the camera.
I get loud at some point, so.
Okay. So Steph Serenita.
All right, this song is going to be one of my first singles. It's called Spinning Fables.
All right. Spinning Fables from Steph Serenita right here on Connecticut Rocks on WNHU.
How many times do I have to say you were always my biggest mistake? And you know it's true, 'cause you laugh at that. And maybe our humor is where it is. And you told me that you walked away, 'cause there's nothing no more you can say. It won't faze me, it won't haze me. Baby, you're just lost
see you walking from the table. And I don't know where to look. I see you talking, spinning fables. Baby, you got me shook. I see you walking from the table. And I don't know where to look. I see you talking, spinning fables. Baby, you got me shook. Seems so innocent, yet so insecure. You were always the one I adored, till you came up and you let me go. Baby, now I will let you know. Yeah, you took me by surprise, but it was hidden in my eyes. I was so relieved that you let me go. Baby, now I know. I see you walking from the table. I don't know where to look. I see you talking, spinning fables. Baby, you got me shook. I see you walking from the table. I don't know where to look. I see you talking, spinning fables. Baby, you got me shook. I was locked in that moment, didn't know where to turn. In one single heartbeat, it was but a yearn. To see you there was not so much fun. It's history, baby. We got a ton. I gave you a look, you gave me a slide. In one single heartbeat, it was but alive. You cornered me with that look, and that was really all it took. I see you walking from the table. I don't know where to look. I see you talking, spinning fables. Baby, you got me shook. I see you walking from the table. I don't know where to look. I see you talking, spinning fables. Baby, you got me hooked. All right. There it is. Thanks. I'm shaking now after I
He was
played.
itching to play.
I thought I was going to be like, go ahead, join in.
I would have held him down.
Oh, maybe on the next song we could get to bring in the.
Exactly. Yes.
Wow.
That was fun for me, too. I'm glad other people found it fun, too. Do you want your microphone back for a minute?
Yeah, bring it back.
Yeah. Talk too.
So when you perform live, I mean, you're mixing in some of your originals and some covers, I guess?
Yeah, well, for the past year and a half, I've really just been doing the bar circuit, trying to make enough money to afford gear to play my own songs. So after a year and a half, I bought my own PA system, bought a couple more things for, my set, and now I'm on the venture of starting to actually pursue my own original gigs, not just bar scene covers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that song you just did, was that you incorporate that in your live performance?
Yeah, that one, that's probably the 5th time I've played it live in front of people. So it's still evolving, right? It's always a process. But the other one I'm playing in a bit, that one's always like my most comfortable one to play. But yeah, I'd play about a 3 or 4 hour set, so I would definitely slip in some of mine here and there.
Well, on the spot, you almost incorporated another instrumentation here. When you actually get into the studio, do you envision incorporating more instrumentation, or do you want to do it stripped down like a live performance?
So I'm all about everything being very organic.
Okay.
But I am a one-man band, right? So I have, a foot tambourine. I'm starting to get some stomp box, which are like bass pedals, basically, that I'm going to be using. I've always said, just give me a monkey playing a harmonica, cymbals between my knees, like I'm good to go. So it's about just building it up and really figuring out what the music is telling you about, like where to insert that stuff.
Yeah.
So yes, so more of that stuff for when I record.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. The Hooch are sitting over there.
Still here.
Yeah.
Waiting to pounce.
You got a lot of time here. I'm usually very rushed on Connecticut Rocks. Sam Carlson, I guess, his time is was a little restricted, and he was only available in the first hour, so we didn't squeeze him in. I'll get to some music from Ports of Spain. They got a big gig coming up at Fairfield Theater Company with Becky Kessler of Violent May opening, so it'll be a wonderful event. I'll get some music on the air from those guys. But Steph, you're going to do another song. Which one are you going to do this time?
All right, so this one is called Untangled.
Untangled.
Yes, and this
So
one.
we had Shoestring from Robert T. Fullerton, and now
Oh.
we're going to untie the tangle.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, I
See-
always pictured a piece of yarn. This
Oh.
one, so the story.
I was going to
Do you
say, should
mind
I
if I-
untie my sneakers here or
no,
shoes?
no, we need yarn.
I need yarn.
Do you mind
okay.
if I explain for a second the concept?
Go ahead,
All
go
right.
ahead.
So, one night I'm sitting at home trying to finish Spinning Fables. That one, I had the chorus for a year, but I couldn't figure out anything else. So, trying to finish that song, and this song came about. I just kind of envisioned very Tim Burton-esque piece of yarn creating like a mummy-looking person, and the person that was making that yarn person had leftover string, so just from one foot went over and built another person up from it. So these two people are always tied together, and they get to a point where they don't want to be anymore, but once you start unraveling one person, you start to unravel as well. So I know.
Pretty cool. That's pretty deep.
Thanks, that's pretty good. All from, like just a vision of like a Tim Burton
That's very cool.
thing in my head. So
Okay.
that's this song, Untangled.
And are we going to include the cahoon this time or
I
no?
mean,
No,
feel free. Brett.
Oh, feel free.
I don't want to intrude.
All right.
I'm going to steal your mic now. I will intrude.
All right. It's Steph Serenita with Untangled here on Connecticut Rocks on WNHU.
Outside like I said I would be, waiting for nothing apparently. Maybe it was your condescending tone, or the whim of the moonlight on your collarbone. So many things I question from the look in your eyes, and it seems this feeling I have won't subside, won't subside. It impairs my bones, my bruise, my lips, 'cause I'm always dying for that kiss. Look to me with those venomous eyes. Teach me once more, be surprised. Teach me once more in your eyes. I still quake at the wake of your design. Searching and searching, there's nothing to find. Shadows in the back of my mind. Beautiful denial of the best kind. What once was forgiven cannot be restored. Those tickets were revoked. No worthwhile reward. No worthwhile reward. It impairs my bones, my bruise, my lips, 'cause I'm always dying for that kiss. Look to me with those venomous eyes. Teach me once more, be surprised. Teach me once more in your eyes. such a curious game. We both played our part, we both looked insane. Anyone could look in our eyes. It was no longer a surprise. What you'll find is nothing you'll see. Untangle you and you'll untangle me. What you'll find is nothing you'll see. Untangle you and you'll untangle me. It impairs my bones and moves my lips, 'cause I'm always dying for that kiss. Look to me with those venomous eyes. Teach me you once more. Be surprised. It impairs my bones and moves my lips, 'cause I'm always dying for that kiss. Look to me with those venomous eyes. Teach me you once more. Be surprised. Teach me once more in your eyes. That is all I recall. Now you know. Let it go. That is all I recall. Now you know. Let it go. Now you know. Let it go. Thanks.
Yeah, all
Here,
right.
you can have yours back
Oh,
now.
thanks.
Steph Serenita. Serenita.
Serenita.
Serenita. Yeah, to be honest, I mix it up with Senorita and I spell it
Well,
differently, but Serenita, I'm going to always remember that. And
funny you said that, though.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yes.
when I was thinking of a name, right, because I teach English at a college, so I didn't want my students to find
Where do
me.
you teach?
I teach English at a college.
Okay, you can mention the college
I
if you
didn't
like.
want my students to find me, so
Oh.
I needed a stage name. So I was like, oh, I'll be Senorita Serenita. And everyone
Yeah.
was like, no, people are going to think like you're just playing Spanish music, and that's not really what you do, and
Yes.
it's very misleading.
Yes.
So, there's the serenading Serenita, Senorita. There's a lot of things we can play with, but I'm thinking maybe album names versus
Yeah.
stage names.
Yes.
I think that's a
Okay.
good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something you can work with in the future.
Something in the future, exactly.
Okay. Very cool.
Thanks.
You're still working on getting out to the social networks, I assume, but you're on the social networks now. You want a website that you're going to have soon, or what?
So there's a website in the works right now.
Yeah.
I basically need to write a bio, and then it'll be up there.
Okay.
It's hard to write about yourself, though. I
All
don't
right.
want to sound too corny. So
What's the address?
it's supposed to be StephSerenita.com. So,
Okay.
but it's not up and running yet. But
All
you
right.
can find me on Facebook, Steph Serenita. And
Sure.
I post all my gigs and info there. And then, if you follow me on there, which you should,
Oh, yes.
then I'll have the website up and everyone will
Sure.
be able to be
And
more
speaking of
connected.
gigs, one of the reasons that you're here is because both you and the Hooch are part of Monsters of Acoustic Rock.
Yeah.
It happens at White House Productions in Shelton, Mason Sage's project.
I have my notes here.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
It's Friday night. Zach Anderson's also on the bill. Is there there's another act?
So Zach Anderson's going to be starting the night. Then it's me, the Hooch,
Yeah.
and then also the Cluster Flies.
The Cluster Flies, who were
Yeah.
here on Connecticut Rocks last week, actually. And they played at Bar in
Yeah.
downtown New Haven after that. So that'll be unplugged from them. I don't know. They can sit down and play guitars, too. And they also rock as a trio. They're pretty rocking trio. So that's an amazing night. It
Yeah.
starts around 8:30, I think.
So doors are at 8, and then the music starts at 8:30, and it's at White House Productions recording studio in Shelton, which
Yeah.
is 549 Howe Avenue.
Right off of Route 8.
Yeah.
That's the exit takes you right on Howe Avenue. So
Yeah, if you're online and you find the event on Facebook, you can buy tickets for $5 in advance, and then at the door they're $8. So
Sure. Actually, one week, one of those Friday nights about 3 months ago, I think, I streamed it on concertwindow.com.
Oh,
very cool.
very
Yeah.
nice.
So if I get motivated, I might come again and stream it again. We'll see.
I'll have to get one of those clones of you to
Yeah, there you go.
kind
Wow, now
of
we're
that's
set
not
a
sleeping.
record for me. I think we had over 20 viewers at one point
Oh, that's pretty
of that show. So
Nice.
that was pretty cool. So, Steph, I think we're going to hand the ball over to the Hooch.
Sounds good to me.
Unless there's anything else you'd like to say while you're on the air.
I said hi to my mom. Hi, Dad. I guess that's not fair if I don't say hi to my dad.
Okay.
Also,
all right.
and
Well, hang around
yeah.
while the Hooch is on. Maybe they could use an extra guitar.
sounds good.
All
Can't
right.
wait to hear him.
Okay. So, guys, from the Hooch, tell everybody who you are.
Mike D. Pascal.
Mike DePascal, and?
And I'm Jamar Phoenix. Yes, that's my stage name, but I'm going with it.
Okay. All right, Jamar. Tell me about the Hooch. How long you guys been together?
About 2 years now.
You sure? I thought we were born next to each other.
Yeah,
in the
it's
same
true.
hospital.
It's
No.
true. We clicked like that.
It's 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We actually started out three
Bring that
piece.
mic a little closer.
But the
Which
other guy
one,
ended
this
up
mic or
moving
this
down
mic?
to the other guy
Well-
ended up moving back down to New Orleans. So
Going
left
on
the
to
two
New
of us.
Orleans.
Yeah.
Ah.
So
The music circuit in New Haven is really close and connected, and so what happened really was, we were both kind of attending open mic events and different events at Stella Blues, and one of the main people there suggested that I meet him and vice versa, and then we were just at an open mic jamming together, and Casey, who was the guy who was a part of it initially as well, sort of was like, guys, we should be a band, and it just happened really quickly.
wasn't it his cajon initially?
Yes.
Yeah, it was the first time I ever
Yeah.
played cajon.
Yeah.
He's like, sit down and see what you can do.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And then I bought the cajon
Right.
for like $30,
And then I bought it.
and then he bought it from me,
Yeah.
and then he sold it, and he bought this really nice cajon.
Okay.
So we've just been trading cajons all
Which
day.
you're sitting on.
Yeah, exactly. It's my
Yeah.
seat.
Okay. Talk about your cajon.
It's a wooden box. It's fun to play.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't know. It makes a lot of different sounds. The reason why I settled on this one was because the boom that comes out of it.
Mhm.
There's like a really nice deep sound to it,
Mhm.
and I don't
It's
know.
all about the bass.
Yeah, it adds a lot to the song. But the other cajon didn't have quite that sound. I mean, it was still fun to play, but this one actually I bought for the reason of playing live and playing
Wow.
out.
Cool. Stella Blues, huh? Oh, you play the Hooch. You guys as a duo play around New Haven. You played where else have you played? Beyond
Anywhere
New
that
Haven?
wants us.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. And we always say, we play at, birthday parties, weddings, bar mitzvahs at the bar,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so. But no, mostly it's pretty local right now to New Haven. We've played at a lot of different spots. We also have a knack for playing at Irish places,
Wonder
because
what that is.
we've been at Anna Lafie's, we've been at Christie's. We were trying to get into Kelly's. Unfortunately, they have closed. But yeah, and we also like to play charity gigs. We just did one last week on Saturday, and it's just we try to give back when we can as well. And because music is what we do, that's our way of giving back, and free entertainment, get our people to come down and donate their time, money to the cause, whatever it may be. So
People
Now, you
are a
guys-
lot easier with their money
yeah.
when they got a smile on their face. So.
Well, you guys are playing original music, correct?
We do both.
we do it all.
Oh, okay. You
Yeah.
do it all.
We can unofficially play about 5 hours if
Yes.
we wanted to.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it's
here
kinda
on
crazy.
Connecticut Rocks, I try to give the musicians an avenue and an outlet for playing their original music.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So if you guys are, you can play some original music. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Is there any of your music online?
Not quite exactly. We're sort of in the same phase,
Okay.
a similar storyline for myself.
Yep.
I stopped playing guitar for a while, and then when I came back to it, all the songs started coming. So there's plenty of material. It's just a matter of laying it down and recording. And I've been working on some stuff in my own place for that.
Yeah.
This guy right here has the benefit of being in 2 bands. So his other band actually has finished recording recently.
Yeah, we just
Plug
finished
that in.
our 5-song EP.
Which band is that, Mike?
Javaro Barber.
Oh, okay.
He's multi-talented.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to come back when that material's available.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
please
have to finish mastering it and then press it. We're actually trying to figure out which media we want to put it on.
Yeah, I'm familiar with you guys, Javara
Yeah.
Bar. Okay.
Nice.
So you want to set up and do a couple
Sure.
of songs? We have about 20 minutes or so, I guess.
You want to do while we're in this setup?
What?
Because I would need a mic. Right?
Oh.
Oh, both of you are doing vocals?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not
No.
necessarily at the same time, but
Okay. Take that one, use that for your vocals, and then give him that one for his guitar.
Okay.
we'll be able to pick up that cajon, I can tell you, in this room. So
We might have to put him in the other room and have him play from outside. What do you want to play first, Mike?
Feeling you?
Okay, I knew it.
So we got the two guys from the Hooch right here on Connecticut Rocks at WNHU. Take over, guys.
There's one of Jamar's songs called Feeling You.
How do I play this? Say, baby, just want you to know. Say, baby, I'm feeling you, and I don't want anyone to know, but this feeling I can't control would waste if I don't try to pursue. Oh, say maybe it's the way you walk in the room. I'm feeling you, think I know what I gotta do. I don't know, maybe it's the smell of perfume. I'm feeling you, think I know what I gotta do. And I don't want anyone to know, but this feeling I can't control would a waste if I don't try to pursue. Oh, said not gonna sit here and wait till tomorrow. If I had my wish, we already be getting something borrowed. If we walked on the beach to watch the sunset, will you follow? Oh, said baby, I'm feeling you. Said all you gotta do, all you gotta do, all you got to do is say you feel me too. What I do, y'all, anything, cause shorty looking like she came from a magazine. When she stepped into that green dress, walked into the scene, when my heart dropped, y'all, I couldn't speak. I was struck, stuck, couldn't move, drunk in love, now I'm feeling brand new, thinking, gonna go all out for you, gonna go all out for you, baby. Just want you to know. Said, all you gotta do, all you gotta do, all you got to do is say you feel me too. Said, ooh, 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 yeah. Thank you. Live music.
Yeah, the Hooch right here on Connecticut Rocks. What's the title of that one again?
Feeling you.
Feeling You.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. It gets the crowd going, I assume, right?
It's a crowd pleaser, yeah.
Yeah.
And we've actually, we try to throw it in there as much as we can. Sometimes we won't because, we know a lot of material. So
Yeah.
the cool thing is, this is a shameless plug, but if you come and see the Hooch,
Yes.
you can come and see us every single time that we play 5 times in a row, and you will never get the same show because we mix it up. We're learning new songs. We're trying new things. The orders are going to be different. We also sometimes just go by the vibe. I mean, I'm really ambitious, so I might have 30 songs on the list, and this guy's crazy. But, if the crowd is enjoying a certain mood or if there's an energy going on, then we'll nix songs. We do it all the time. Or if we're running behind, we'll say, hey, I'd rather play this song than this one. All right, let's do it. So we're really, really organic in that sense. Sometimes we bust out in freestyle sessions in the middle of playing.
It's been known to happen.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I could see how you could just almost jam out, basically.
Yeah.
Guitar and cajon. Gee. Do you ever have people come up on stage with you and play other instruments?
Yeah, like djembes, other guitarists. I've had the pleasure a few times. Ian Biggs playing along with my stuff, and that's an honor because to me he's amazing. You know, I'm learning from him as much as possible. But yeah, Mike's bandmates from his other band sometimes will come up there.
Randomly
You know,
show up and jump up on stage.
Yeah, we're gonna get Ian on the show sometime in the future. He sent me some tracks leading up to a recent gig that he had. So, the Hooch, where can people see you in the immediate future?
Well, Friday.
yeah,
right?
Friday.
At the
Friday at the Monsters of
Monsters
Acoustic.
of Acoustic Rock. Yeah.
Yeah. That's Friday night again at White House Productions.
Yeah, I think the best thing that they can do is right now, you know, if you're listening to this or you're watching us,
Yeah.
take out your cell phone because we all have smartphones now, and you can find us on Facebook. If you go to search for the Hooch or the Hooch CT, and you'll find us there. That's mostly our main mode of promoting everything because it allows us to put all the different types of media up there easily. So
And get in contact with
and
so
we
many
got-
people.
yeah, and we also can be reached at thehoochct@gmail.com. You know, if you're interested in booking us or just even want to reach out, we love talking to everyone.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
Well, you're gonna do another song,
Yeah.
Novocaine?
Yeah, I guess we can.
Novocaine.
I'm a little under the weather. Let's see how this one goes.
All right.
It's up to
Yeah, I'm trying to shoot a little video in addition to what's on Concert Window because the camera is limiting. It's not seeing you playing your cajon. So
Right.
I'm trying to shoot a little more additional.
Above the waist.
Above the waist, yes. Okay. Novocaine, the Hooch, right here on Connecticut Rocks on WNHU.
But I can't feel my fingers, and I can't feel my toes. You're like the seventh wonder, can't believe no one knows. It happened all so quickly, like a shot to my brain. I can taste you in my mouth, and just like Novocaine. It happened all so quickly as you walked through that door. It seems my senses left me, and I can't wait to feel no more. My heart just stops for a second and starts back up again. Baby, I can't feel a thing. You're just like Novocaine. Said I've been in love before, never been brought down to my knees. And baby, you stay so cool. It's like you're giving me brain freeze. I just can't stop it now. I can feel you in my veins. Said I've been in love before, not like Novocaine. Not like Novocaine. You're just like Novocaine. You taste like Novocaine.
Thank you.
Oh, boy.
We hope that song left you numb in a good way.
All right. So the Hooch. Wow. Mike, and your name again, Mr. Phoenix?
Jamar Phoenix.
Jamar Phoenix. Okay. Wonderful to have you here, and definitely come back again when you reach 1,000 songs, I guess, right?
Yeah, thanks for having us.
You're at
10
500, you
hours.
said?
No, we can play. We know as far as cover songs.
Yes.
Through almost 4 hours of music.
4 hours
Yeah,
of
and
music.
then with originals, we can do another hour and a half easily.
All right.
We've definitely played some gigs that were 3.5 hours
Yeah.
long.
Well, if I ever do a 4-hour radio show again, which I've done many in the past, I'll get you guys to come.
We just play behind it the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Or I'll just go to a gig and record it, and I'll sit back in the middle of the night and go, for the next 3.5 hours, here is the Hooch. I'll talk to you at 5:30, okay? Gee.
Nice.
No, I used to do overnights over WPKN, which some listeners know about, from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m.
Wow.
So, Yeah, you already mentioned how to get in touch with you guys. As I see that the Hooch on Facebook, the Hooch CT at the Hooch CT. Is that Instagram and Twitter or something? At the Hooch CT.
We're not there yet. We will be eventually.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna look for
It's on the way.
at the Hooch CT on those other ones. I'm not a Snapchat person. So.
I'm glad we're all on the same page here. We're like, no, on the same boat.
I mean, social media
soon.
is tricky because
Yes.
it's actually a lot of work,
Yeah.
and people don't realize that you post pictures, and I think it's easy with the technology nowadays that people can easily just overlook everything because it's just quick access.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
for us, it's a lot of work. So I mean,
Well,
for the most part,
fortunately, some of them are linked together. So when you
Yeah.
go to one, you post it,
Right.
and it automatically replicates somewhere else.
You just
So-
want to make sure you're putting up a quality product. So we got to.
Yeah.
Understood.
So-
Understood. Yeah. No, I
coming soon.
I worked for a venue for 7 years, and it was, a benefit to be able to play. I mean, to post on social networks and basically getting paid to do it. So, let's see. So I got to get around to a track from Ports of Spain. You guys know Ports of Spain?
I've heard of it.
Heard of them, yeah.
Heard of him? Yeah, it's Sam Carlson and let's see,
I think I may have actually seen them at bar one time
at bar one time.
in the
Yeah.
back room.
Okay.
That
their,
sounds weird.
their latest,
back
let's see,
room.
yeah, their latest release is called Tea Leaf Bloom, and track are gonna play Water from a Well. They got a bunch of gigs. Wow. They're at Stage 1 on the 30th next week, but they're also playing at Fuzz Hut in Manchester, New Hampshire on Friday night, at Aurora and Providence on the 27th, Alphaville in New York City, and Brooklyn on the 29th, the day before the big gig at Stage 1 on June 30th, which is next Thursday. We'll maybe tease them a little bit more next week. Okay. Hang out a little bit, and then we'll get you guys involved with the sign-off, saying hello to people, okay? And you're still on concertwindow.com.
Hey.
Hi, Mom. I know you don't have internet. But
Just in case you know somebody. who does.
Okay. Yeah, Peter from London checked in while
That's
you were
my
playing.
dad.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said
Yeah.
he's listening from London.
Hey, Dad.
So,
Awesome.
okay. So let's get to that track from Ports of Spain. Again, this is Water from a Well.
I'm what pulls you on down the storm upon the pond. On the lingering dread and the time that's running short. And I've made my home here in your own way. Obvious is obvious does what's the best. And obvious wants, obvious gets suppressed. 'Cause all of it feels best. Never explore all the rest. And have the best taste, make the mistakes, all the rest. And shame driven, though it's been so long. You're not too far gone, my darling. That's what pulls you on. That's the sun and the reform. That's the lingering dread and the time that's running short. It's made you human and direct. Visible breath and drain. Half an hour late on the coldest day in recent memory, and all the city burned. Aerated by words in vain.
Yeah, that's Ports of Spain, and here's one from Violent May. All right. That's another one from Violent May from their great album Kid, you just heard. In the Sun, the opening track. Thanks again for listening and tuning in and watching Connecticut Rocks. It's been a blast. Robert C. Fullerton was here. Steph, Serenita,
You got it.
yes, Mike, and Jamar from the Hooch. Thanks again, everyone.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
And just remember, you can see us this Friday at White House Production Recording Studio in Shelton for the Monsters of Acoustic Rock #6.
That's right. And you can always connect with me, Connecticut Rocks, via email, connecticutrocks@gmail.com. On Facebook, Connecticut Rocks Radio, there's a group and a fan page. Thank you for everyone for liking the fan page. I post a lot of videos there, so check it out. Also on Instagram and Twitter, the handle is at CTROX Radio. Thanks again for listening, and next week the time shifts here at WNHU. Connecticut Rocks will be on from 7 to 9, and Ken Michaels, who's coming up next with Every Little Thing tonight, an all Paul McCartney special. He'll be on next week starting from 9 to 11. That's the new time schedule here at WNHU that'll be shifting starting next week, June 29th. All right, thanks again, and you are tuned in to WNHU 88.7 FM, West Haven, Connecticut, USA. Stick around for Ken Michaels and Every Little Thing.